Alright, guys, how are you doing today? Let me look and see. Okay. Yeah, how are you doing today, everyone? I, myself, am doing good. We're gonna pull up my YouTube real quick. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go to here.
Are going to disappoint.
Alright. Alright. Well, I'm just looking at this now. I have a lot to say about this, and yeah, a lot to say about this. Okay, well, we will start with Big 12 and where we see the Big 12 today. Um, yeah, so let's start with OK State. They, since we last what talked, they fired Mike Gundy and they lost a lot of their team. I just don't see them winning anything. They play Texas Tech this week. That it's going to be a blowout. Texas Tech needs a get right game, and I think this is it for them. I think they're going to stomp them. The line right now it's set at yeah 37 for Texas Tech. I think OK State probably covers that line for me, just because of health. Uh, I think OK State probably covers that line. So I'm going OK. That's at plus 37.5. I think that's a Tech wins, but I do think OK State covers the line. Um, Next, West Virginia also does not have a win in conference. They are 2-5. Their wins came from FCS opponent and um, Pitt. They got in the backyard brawl. Um, they play TCU. TCU doesn't they light up the scoreboard, but they don't have a good defense. But I just don't think West Virginia is going to cover the spread. So I'm going TCU plus 17 minus 17.5. So yeah, I think TCU. I would still really do like Hoover, but other than Hoover, they have nothing going for them. And I think that's been the biggest thing is they just don't have anything going for them. Other than Hoover, their defense is really crappy, and um, yeah, um, yeah, I think TCU wins that one and covers the spread. Um, then who? Next, Colorado goes to Utah. This game's gonna be really good. I do have Utah winning. Um, but I think the spread's minus 12, and Utah had Stampier been listed. Let's get Big 12 report. Okay, so the injury report. Tommy Pretzels is still out. Dang it. These suck for BYU. It sucks more for. Yeah, Iowa State's been kind of. Not kind of. They have been killed by injuries. Um, Cincinnati doing really good with injuries, but I do know they have a few season ending. And season ending after 4 weeks, I don't think they have to be on here. Which, why is Nico Macaro? He, ah, we won't talk about him. That's gonna be a good game. But this is the game we're looking at. Devin Dampier is listed as probable. I don't think he plays, but I think he's been trending upwards, so I am taking Utah plus the points. Utah plus the point, trying to bounce back after a injury, after a loss to BYU. Oh, yeah, that was a good game. Then we are going to look. Yeah, we'll talk about those. Talk about my take on that. Yeah, we'll talk. Then we're going UTF. I don't think UTF plays this week. They don't. They don't play for. Yeah, they don't play this week. When's their next bye? Wow. When's their first bye? Oh, right there. Probably. Right there. They had the same bye as BYU. Okay. Yeah, so don't think you. We'll talk about UTF next week. Arizona, I think they also have a bye. Yeah, they play Colorado next week. Kansas State. Kansas State has won this game now 16 times in a row. They meet every year. They've met every year. This is uh, going to be a good game. I think this is my favorite game of the week, besides one coming up. I want to look at this line. They just haven't been great this year. I really do believe in Avery Johnson as a player. However, I don't think this game has put much for me on paper. Um, it looks like Kansas State is getting the points, but Kansas State just hasn't played people. They had been beaten people better than them, besides TCU and everyone I assume better than them. They've lost to but TCU. They lost to Baylor at Baylor. They lost to Arizona at Arizona. They lost to Iowa State. Iowa State is much better than them, not just better than them, they are much better than them, and that was before Iowa State was riddled with injuries. I am taking Kansas plus the point, minus the points. So KU minus 4 is what I'm saying. KU minus 4. Alright. Next up. Also, do not condone betting. I am doing this without money in my pocket on these games. Utah, we already talked about that game. We're taking Utah over Colorado. Do I agree with putting my own fate in Utah's hands? No, I don't. Not really. Baylor Bears. I think they're on by 2. Ooh, no, they're at Cincy. This is going to be a good game. When we get to Cincy, I am going to talk about Cincy. Cincinnati has been playing so good right now. I really like Brandon Swordsby, and then I really like Sawyer Robertson. Both of them are really good. But one thing Sawyer's done that Swordsby hasn't, and you can tell here, is Swordsby does not throw interceptions. That's going to be the key. Can you get him to feel uncomfortable in Ohio, in Nippert? I don't think so. Your defense sucks if you're Baylor. I'm thinking Cincinnati. Plus the points. Minus the points. Think Baylor keeps it close, but Cincinnati scores a late touchdown to put them up and win the game. And cover. Sorry, not just win the game. And cover. Then, TCU Horned Frogs. We talked about them. Do I build? Yeah, we did talk about them. Okay. Now, Iowa State, BYU. Ooh, I like Iowa State this year. I really do. And I hate that I have to pick this game of all games because, you know what? I think BYU can win it. I think they really do. But guess what? Iowa State has a spread. So you know what I'm doing? I'm going with my boys. I'm going with the bear. The give me +3. I'll take it. Actually, it's +2 technically. Yeah. BYU +2. I'll take it. I think they win. I think they go in and they win. One thing is, look at them. Looky there. And this guy's a player, man. So is this guy. He's going to be good for us in the future. And he's good right now. And, oh, guys. Baltau Satuala. Remember the name. This kid is a sophomore, but he is playing out of his mind lately. Already has a pick, already has beaten his previous tackles. He's caused a fumble. He has a pick. think he's played in almost every game. I don't think he played in the first two. But yeah, he's doing good. Talent Alfrey, really good player. Uh, has not played at as much as he did last year. Um, I don't even know this guy. Hasn't even got in yet. Wow. But nah, Palatau Saltuala will be really good, and we will see about everyone else. No, but another guy, Ray Rockmeyer, man, he's won three straight, fourth straight, fourth straight. Uh, Player of the week, freshman of the week. Sorry, not player of the week. Three straight freshman of the week. Even though he passed for two interceptions and didn't do great, like he hasn't had passing day where he's completed 20 yet. I'd see that coming. I see him going off sometime, and I honestly think Iowa State's gonna be that day, but we will see. So BYU plus a plus. Texas Tech Red Raiders. Oh, we are, yeah. I'm not gonna spend much time on that. Just because it's okay State. They should wipe them. Arizona State Houston. Guys, it's gonna be a game. This is going to be a game. There are 11 teams sitting at 2-2 and better, and these two, Arizona State, we kind of figured that they would be good. They're coming off the championship run, um, and I think they win. I think Arizona State wins it. I just think Arizona State need to have won't have anybody that um, they're gonna be stopping. That's gonna be stopping them in the distant future. I just think they could run to the championship, especially with the win over Texas Tech. So I take ASU plus a minus of points. Yeah, I can't want to see that score. I know I'm not giving. Ooh, wait, that point spread. I might take ASU to win it, but I think Houston covers. Yeah, I think Houston covers that because I don't know. All right, now we take a look at my ratings of yeah yeah. We're gonna take a look at this. Okay, obviously we can count Kansas State out of the contenders. I think we can even throw Iowa State out there for now, just because two losses are big. You can't really have two losses in this league and be a contender. So at least it's early. So I'm saying Kansas State is out. Iowa State out for now. Utah State out. Um, Baylor, out. Texas, Christian, out. Kansas, out. BYU, what? You, West Virginia, out. Colorado, I think their chances of a bowl game are still in. I think they are still where I would put them. Arizona, I think they're better than I have them. Houston, definitely better than I have them. Uh, and then the other ones I won't even mention. All right, so we're gonna look Big 12. Big 12. Search. All right, football. All right, here we go. So BYU, I think they're a contender now. Texas Tech, I'm gonna keep them in the contender. Cincinnati, they are still a contender. Houston, I'm gonna put Houston as they're gonna surprise people. They don't play BYU. I don't think they play Tech or Cincinnati. So I think they are gonna be a massive surprise. This isn't up to date. This isn't up to date. Okay. All right. All right. Well, okay. So predict the winner. I'm not saying Iowa State anymore. We're gonna go Texas Tech. I just don't think they're gonna win two. And you're out. You're out. Actually, we're gonna put boom, 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 boom. And Cam just organizes soon as we put forth effort organizing. Cincinnati, I'm gonna put them in a predicted winner. Instead, I'm gonna edit this to be championship. Champion. Oh gosh. What the frick? Shit. Okay. Alright. BYU will be a contender. I am not putting them in championship because as a BYU fan, I I'm not ready to go there yet. But you could easily put them up there. And Arizona State could also be up there. Houston, they're a contender. However, I'm putting them in front of Utah. And I'm also putting Cincinnati in front of Texas Tech and Arizona State. Arizona, man, I don't know what to think. Like, start out the season red hot and then just died at Iowa State, they are still a contender. They're sitting at that 2-2 club, and they're 5-2 as well. So I like them, but I'm not ready to put them above Houston, Utah. I think if they beat BYU, they will be up here in the contending club, in the championship club. But till then, we'll we'll if BYU beats Iowa State, whew, you know I'm putting them in the championship right now. I'm joking. They still have Texas Tech, Cincinnati, TCU, UCF, which also UCF, they are a pretender, very much a pretender. That's Virginia. No, Baylor. Um, the rest of y'all all can go in here. Besides, it's Virginia, Colorado, and yeah. Yeah, I like that. So, I'm going to be honest. This is your bowl teams up here. These 11 are your bowl teams. BYU already claimed that title. Houston already claimed that title. I don't think Arizona State has, but they got going from Texas Tech. Texas Tech has claimed that title. Cincinnati has claimed that title. These are where I have them right now. Obviously, BYU is a little bit skeptical for me. I don't want to see them in just the contenders. I do want to see them in the championship, and I know they can get there. However, I'm going to keep them there till they have clinched it. Just because of last year, kind of hurt last year. Uh, yeah, kind of hurt. You can't lose to Kansas and expect to win a championship. It just doesn't work like that. So we'll see. Uh, yeah. However, I do think Baylor is going to be good. I think I hate to do this, but I think their head coach is on the hot seat. Oh, well, I didn't say anything, but no, I seriously think he is. Same with Arizona's head coach. I know he was getting close to being on off that hot seat, but they're gonna lose tomorrow. They're gonna lose bad. Not tomorrow, but next week, and they're gonna lose bad. Who do they play? Hold up. Who do they play? They play Colorado. Yeah, they're gonna lose that game, and they're gonna lose it bad. And they're. I just don't see a bowl game unless you beat Baylor and Kansas. Yeah, if you win your home games, you'll get to bowl game. Yeah, if you win the last two of your home games, you'll get to bowl game. So maybe you gotta win at home if you're Arizona, but I don't think they win at home this year. Anyways, let's look at injury reports. Injury reports for Friday, the first slate of games. Kansas State. Kansas State has their dark horse running back out, so I'm even more happy with my uh, thing. Um, then BYU's little thin at safety right now. However, like I had said, Saltuala and Tanner Wall are going to be really good. Um, and then Iowa State, man, they are riddled with injuries, just riddled with them. If I'm Iowa State, I'm hoping to get bowl eligible with all these injuries. I know I can, but I'm hoping to. There's a lot of injuries. If you're Baylor, you're injured at the safety position, which isn't good because you're especially your pass speed sucks. If you're Cincinnati, you're doing well with only one person out. Ohio State, Oklahoma State. Looks like you're getting your quarterback back, and that's important. He'll be good. Otsani, not bad, but eventually he'll come back. But you're not looking to win this one. Uh, to the fact, Baron Morton, Texas at quarterback, probably sent out. He'll be suited up just in case, but you won't need him. Will Howard will do it himself. Um, West Virginia, Texas, TCU. Oh, West Virginia, West Virginia, West Virginia. Quarterback position's been riddled with injuries. Your offense has been riddled with injuries. A win here might just help you out, but I don't see it. Texas Tech, TCU all the way. Um, Arizona State, man, they're be up. They're be up pretty darn good. Dang, I didn't realize. Kason Brown ends up too. Dang, man. Think Houston can win this. We'll see. Anyways, Devin Dampier probably sent out. They're listing him as questionable. That's probable. I think he's out. Um, we'll have to see tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked the video, like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Because it's what's fun, and I love this doing this for you guys. Uh, let's look at turnover margin real quick. College football zone. College. Okay. Okay. Oh, BYU's only on 6. I think that number goes up though. Arizona State also at 6. Are those the two highest Big 12 teams? I think those are. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Have a nice day and enjoy some football. What the? All right. Have a good one.